If you've seen those cheap Chinese Eldebrock carburetor knockoffs on eBay, you wonder to yourself, are they any good? What are they like? Well, I'm going to do an unboxing for you. I just bought one off eBay. It was about $150 shipped, a brand new AFB Eldebrock style carburetor, without the label, of course. So let's take a look in the box and see what you get. All right, so stay tuned. That's coming up next here in the Shade Tree Garage. All right, guys, we've got the Eldebrock knockoff carburetor straight from China. Actually, it was from a U.S. warehouse, but they're made in China. All right, now let's take a look. I had no idea how this thing would arrive, and if it would arrive safely. But you see, it's got this foam top on it, and all right, and here's what you get in the box. You get gasket. Let's see what else is in here. You get the stud for the air cleaner, vacuum hoses. Let's see, it looks like you've got, well, it looks like it's got a variety of parts, jets and whatnot in the package as well. All right, over here, it's got the mounting hardware, a fuel filter, connection for the electric choke, and actually it looks like you can actually put studs in your intake and then mount it that way. Hose clamps, 2 or 3 hose clamps, which are good to have. All right, now I think we're down to, oh, wait a minute. All right, a Performer Series carburetor instruction, which is interesting since they're, well, this looks familiar. If you're familiar with the Eldebrock data sheets, this looks like a quick a ripoff of the carburetor instruction manual for the Eldebrock carburetor, even right down to the model numbers. All right. Well, all right, now let's take a look inside. Carburetor is nicely wrapped up in plastic, so let's get this baby out and see just what we have here. Oh, it's a substantial piece of metal too, I'll tell you. All right. I'll be honest, it looks mighty nice. Let's get the rubber banding off, and she's all wrapped up in a nice bag. All right, let's get her out and see what we got. Oh, got a nice cover there. All right, this is the front of the carburetor, and this is where your vacuum line would go for your power brake boosters. All right, what's this? Oh, it's in different language. Let's see. For fuel line, doesn't never mentions it in English, but we know the fuel line goes there. All right, there's the choke and all the paraphernalia there, and you've got your this is your goes to your PVC. This is your vacuum for that, and this is your ported vacuum, and this is your manifold vacuum. So it looks a lot like the Eldebrock I have. It seems like these two ports, this one doesn't stick out as far as that one. Interesting. And it's got the model number right here, 1406, which is a 600 CFM, which is exactly what I ordered. Nice, shiny, and new. Let's see, we've got our idle screw there. And down here we've got our fast idle adjustment. Let's see, it's adjusted with the choke. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. All right. Now, right there, it is on the it's on the fast idle uh, because the choke is engaged. Yep. All right. Anyway, it's a good-looking carburetor. It really is. Um, very clean. Well, it looks like it's just about ready to drop in on my Chevy. Um, the marks here for the choke have been, looks like they've been put on with a blue a blue Sharpie. So anyway, there's not much more to show you except it's a good-looking carburetor. Um, Now, this is printed on or stamped on with ink, the model number. It's not engraved or anything. And right here is where the Eldebrock label would be. So it comes with a rip-off of the Eldebrock instructions. So you're supposed to tune it just like you would an Eldebrock. Now, notice the pump. It's on the middle hole. So that's not a bad starting place. And not a bad starting place for the... So I'll have to get it on the Chevy in the next few days, and I'll finish this up with a review. Let's see. I don't have a screwdriver to look at the springs and the and all that. But anyway, we'll have to give it a try and see how well it works. Now, the Eldebrock I have. Let me turn this around a little bit. The Eldebrock I have on my '55 Chevy, I'm almost convinced there's a vacuum issue. When you have it, when you at some point from fast idle, um, you can hear a whistle. You can hear a slight whistle from inside the car, which indicates to me that there's a vacuum leak. I bought a set of hose clamps for small hoses, and actually they're not worm gear. They're the spring-loaded kind, and comes with special pliers to squeeze them to open them and then release them. And I think I'm going to put before I put this on, I think I'll put clamps on the vacuum fittings. You've got the power brake booster, you've got the EGR, and the vacuum advance. Now, I've had some people tell me that on General Motors, the vacuum advance on the HEI distributor should be going to the manifold vacuum line. Now, I haven't tried it over there, but it certainly made a difference in its drivability when I hooked up the vacuum advance. Anyway, I've got a new set of spark plugs, and I really want to do a tune-up on it and put new plugs in it as well. I just haven't taken time to pick some up. Anyway, that's the new Chinese carburetor, and with a good instruction manual straight from Eldebrock. Can't complain about that. So I'll have to give that, keep that handy. All right, well, this is not a lot on the unboxing, but it's well packed, and certainly it's a good looking carburetor. So we'll see if it will perform similar to a Eldebrock. By the way, if you're interested in an AFB style carburetor, you can buy used ones on eBay. And actually, you can buy just about every model of a used Eldebrock carburetor, this style, on eBay. Now, rebuilding one of these, from what I understand, is fairly simple. You can get the kit for it. So if you want a Eldebrock carburetor, you can buy a used one and rebuild it. And you'll have an as-new Eldebrock brand carburetor. I thought, well, this would be an interesting experiment to see if this Chinese made brand new Eldebrock style carburetor will perform. So we will see. We will see. And I'll follow up this video with a test of this new carburetor. And then I plan on rebuilding my Eldebrock, and we'll go through that as a first timer who's never rebuilt an Eldebrock 4-barrel, and we'll check that out. So stay tuned to the Shade Tree Garage for more carburetor madness. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here in the Shade Tree Garage.